What we've had in the past is where you visit, it's face-to-face, but it's through the glass. And it required the movement of the inmate from the cell down to another level in the facility. And it might also require that a visitor have to go to the facility where the inmate was located. So if the inmate was moved from one facility to another, their visit may take place at different facilities during the course of their incarceration. This is much larger than what we had the capability of before. We can have more people to come and visit. The inmate does not have to be moved from the housing floor that they're on. They can actually be in front of a monitor on that floor and visit with the visitor who would come to this facility. So they could come to this facility and visit an inmate in any of our other facilities. This is the video visitation area. A person who would come to visit with an inmate would report here, check in, and then go through the doors and into an area where there'd be monitors. The visitor would sit down in front of the monitor and at the appropriate time be connected with the inmate who would still be on the housing floor in whichever facility they were located. This actually would be more convenient for the visitor, and it's more secure for us in the movement of the inmate. Well, the steering committee sat down, selected an architectural firm to begin with. Little and Associates took their experience from dealing with other facilities, other jails across the country, and gave us some guidance. We visited several other states and took ideas from each of those facilities as to how they operate and also how they would improve their operation if they were to build their facility again. We looked at facilities that are smaller than this and also facilities that are larger. We looked at the larger facilities to see what it would be like as we build out here and as our inmate population increases. In this facility, there's more cameras, high security. There are, as we've talked about, video visitation. There are inmate kiosks where an inmate can go to a kiosk and he can order his canteen. He can check to see how much money is in his trust fund. He can schedule medical appointments. He can check to see what his next court date is. So all of these things that typically he would have to ask someone to check for, he will be able to do it himself, he or she. We're standing in the middle of the medical facility. Through this door is an infirmary. And then something new for us is an observation unit, medical observation unit. Currently, if we have someone with a serious medical need, we would have to send them either to central prison for safekeeping, or we would have to send them to a local hospital. We will save on medical costs by being able to provide that service to the inmates in-house rather than sending them out. We will be increasing our medical staff because we're going to be providing more care within the facility rather than send it out. The way that we've approached the use of the tax dollar is trying to come up with a plan to where we could reduce that cost. It's not actually a savings, but it is a more efficient use of the dollar. So we're trying to reduce the future cost of medical care, of transportation, and of housing itself. So those were some of the things that we kept in mind as we were designing this facility.